the show. We are live. I think this is going to be the time from now on. Nice and calm, little nightcap, maybe a little double trouble with Kitch. How we doing, everybody? Everybody's trickling in. I got some pretty good clips, like always, nice and fresh. How we doing, chat? Let's have some fun. First clip up, get a little warm up. How dare you be disrespectful in Judge Simpson's court? How dare you? I know I get upset. I can only imagine Cedric. Let's roll.
Back in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson presiding.
Court does call the case of the People versus Moses Armstrong Jr.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Zachary Ward on behalf of Mr. Armstrong. Your Honor, he's having some issues with Zoom. Can we pass this and I'll try to get him called in?
Not the way to start a block off, but okay.
Well,
I'll pause it. Yeah, it's your fault. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Court calls the case of the People versus Jim. Is it Boudreau?
That's correct.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Boudreau. He has called our office and stated that he is unable to attend today's hearing. I would like to ask if we could get the date adjourned, given that he did try to make contact with us.
But he just called and said, I can't make it.
Yes, he gave an excuse, but
You don't want to say, all right. So,
I mean, it's not a bad, I mean, respectfully, it's not the worst thing in the world. He's at a job fair. That is something that has been troubling for him. That's part of the reason that he's been unable to get these tickets paid is because he's not employed. So he's working towards making progress, but the timing is not ideal.
never mind. April 5th, 2023, 9 a.m.
I greatly appreciate it.
I put on here that defendant failed to appear.
Understood.
We're the last night. No, I think I still need that one. That was Ward's who didn't have a client. Second, court calls the case People versus Marlo Brown.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Mr. Brown. I'm not sure if he's present. He told me he wasn't going to be appearing for court.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
What's your name, sir?
Marlo Brown.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing on this?
I got all my work and everything to show that I don't have a restricted license.
Well, you need to get that to somebody. When did you clear everything up?
I just did it a moment ago. It was
I'm
a
sorry?
restriction on my license. It was a restriction on my license from 2 years ago. That shouldn't have been there. I just paid a reinstatement.
When did you do that?
About an hour ago.
Okay, that's why my record doesn't reflect it. So you did it about an
Yeah,
hour
they said
ago?
I have a receipt and everything.
Right, but you're on a phone, so I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. They say you could call, or my probation officer could do her job and call.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to call. Here's what you need to do. Yeah, but is an hour going to do it?
But my license is not suspended anymore, or
Huh?
any restrictions.
Says valid.
I don't have any more.
Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. We're going to print a new record. Let's see if it went through already.
Simpson was giddy with this guy. Look at his face. Thank you, Tommy V, for this clip. Thanks, buddy.
He's valid.
Well, in that case, he can admit responsibility to double parking if he's willing to.
I have discussed this with Mr. Brown, and he informs me that he has no plans on pleading.
We don't
what?
even talk. She doesn't represent me. We don't even talk. She doesn't know anything. I've been doing all this on my own. She doesn't have any of my paperwork. I done did this whole case by myself without her. I just did all of this without her. Why she's telling you that, I don't know. But my license is reinstated. I could come up to the courthouse and show it physically because I was already up there.
The court has confirmed that your
Yep,
license is
valid.
not valid.
I proved that all my stuff was legit.
And the court has
proved all-
confirmed that.
Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown?
I'm here.
Oh, no, you don't talk to me that way. You say yes, sir, when I call your name. Because you're not going to sit up on here in my court and disrespect anybody here.
I understand, sir.
I hope you do. Now, if you don't want to take the deal, you don't have to take the deal. I'll just set the matter for trial. What are we going to do?
Am I allowed to say anything what I just did?
I'm saying those are your options.
I guess, what is the double parking for? I
So
just
you
got all
don't
my
have to go to
information.
trial. So you don't have to go to trial on the violation of restricted license.
I don't have a
Unless you
restricted
want
license.
to go to trial on that.
I don't
case.
have a restricted license. I don't have a restricted license. My probation officer even looked it up, said you had a restricted license in 2001. He doesn't know why I still have a restricted license going right now. My license is not restricted. Amelia Pena just told me that himself in his office. He
You
looked
want
it
me
up.
to? I'm sitting up here looking at the previous record. It actually was suspended.
We could take it to trial.
Final settlement conference. Jury, final settlement conference, because I'm not benching. April 7th, 2023,
Oh, Your
At-
Honor, Your Honor, can we have a
at
later
what
date?
time?
I
at
have to
9
get,
a.m.
Your Honor, I
I'm
have
sorry,
to get
Mr.
certified records. I have to get certified records from
Gotcha.
Secretary of State.
Is my
Give me-
license suspended or anything?
Give me the,
April 10th.
well, no, he's got to get it certified.
Oh, you want the June dates?
Yeah.
June 9th, June 12th.
Jury final settlement conference, June 9th, 2023, 9 a.m., right?
Great Simpson clip.
Jury selection, June 12th, 2023, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
I
Thank
just
you.
take the double parking there because
Bond
it's
is-
too much.
Bond
Hear this
continued.
part? Yes.
What's the bond? I don't
Court
know
calls
what's
the
going
case.
on.
Other people versus Castilla Cotton.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Oh, that was awesome. Bravo. That was good. I love it. All right. Next one up is I found a Sov Cit from Canada. Rare. I was scouring and it was posted. This one is a doozy. So we're going to get that, and then I know everyone's here for Judge Dad. We're going to play the Judge Dad clips, but I had to play this one. This Sov Cit was great. He snuck. Oh, I'm not gonna give it away. I'm gonna surprise. This was great. So he has snuck a camera in. I think this is Nova Scotia. And he delivers.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good day.
That I forgot to give that to you too. That was supposed to be with the that's a bill of exchange.
Okay.
That was supposed to be with the package, and it was in the Sarah thing, and I got it.
Yeah, all good.
I misplaced it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Smith?
You're up, bud.
All right. I'm Godfrey, but you guys keep insisting on call me.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm here for that matter.
I don't need to reach out to town attorney. People step on that act.
Your Honor, I'm here for this matter today.
Good, then step on the act.
Well, no, that gives you jurisdiction. I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing the game, Your Honor. I'm here to settle the matter.
Okay, stop talking for 1 second and listen. You filed a bunch of nonsense documents this morning. Let me point out what you do in these documents that you signed. You signed Godfrey Lewis Norman Perry. You don't, it's not a...
Did you see how I signed?
Quiet.
I hyphenated my name.
Quiet. My turn, I said. Again, where it's highlighted, Godfrey Norman Lewis Perry. None of this incorporation nonsense. Another one. Godfrey Lewis Norman Perry. Godfrey Lewis, there's about 10 of them on that one.
It's a trust that I'm the beneficiary for.
Signed Godfrey Lewis Norman Perry. That's you.
It's not me.
Get on the X.
It's not me. It's not me, Your Honor.
Get on the X. Now here's the problem. I sent you away.
If I get on that X, it's because I'm under duress.
Yes, go ahead. Under duress. Step on the dot.
So
Under duress.
is every man not equal?
Step on the
Is
X.
every man not equal under the law, Your Honor?
Step on the X. Sheriff's help me step on the X. Send you away once for an assessment. You guys worrying about your mental health. You start filing all these nonsense documents, I'm gonna start worrying about your mental health again. You understand that?
Of course you will.
Now, what's your intention with regards to these breaches of probation?
I want to settle this matter.
Well, not guilty or guilty please, sir.
I don't plead anything, Your Honor.
All right.
I
not
plead to my
guilty plea,
Creator.
Setting down for trial. Time for trial, Ms. Brown.
Ms. Brown, since you brought the controversy, I want to bring remedy. What is the remedy?
The remedy is you'll end up in jail probably at some point in time. You don't start behaving properly. That's probably the remedy.
That's threats.
No, it's the law. Full day.
I think that's safe. It's primarily one Crown witness.
But there may be difficulties.
Yes.
Are you gonna have a lawyer? You're gonna represent yourself?
I can represent myself.
All right. So, do you have your disclosure?
Yes, he does.
All right, you have all your disclosure. It's your responsibility, sir, to be here on time, to be ready for trial. If you don't show up, there will be an arrest warrant for you. Understand that?
I don't understand legalese, sir.
All right, that's fine. Well, you certainly can write a lot of legalese for somebody who doesn't understand it. Yeah.
I know what you guys are doing in
You
here.
always contradict yourself because you make no sense. Date for trial. Early date. Pass me the book. I'm not dragging this out for next year.
And I can advise, put notice on that Crown will be relying upon certified copies of the probation order because I suspect service may be difficult.
Yep.
Again, I came in your honor to settle the matter.
Well, I tried
But now
to-
you're in dishonor, sir. State for the record that you're in
Friday, April
dishonor.
28th of this year is your trial, sir. Be ready for it. You understand?
You're the trustee and I'm the beneficiary.
I'm the judge.
And you're not doing your duty as a trustee.
That's wonderful. Fill on a card, Friday, April 28th at 9:30 for trial.
I came here in honor to settle the matter and you're not willing to accept my offer.
Spew a bunch of nonsense.
It's not a bunch of nonsense.
File
You know that it's a
silly
trust.
documents that make no sense.
You're trying to
Somebody send
maintain,
you away for
are you
another
trying to
assessment,
maintain the
sir.
bankruptcy, Your Honor? That's what you're trying to do, to maintain the bankruptcy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I don't own anything. You own everything.
I own
You're a owner. It's not your honor, it's your owner.
All right. Courthouse, you're on your
You don't
own.
have to, I'll walk
You're
it.
on your own. Just walk by the table.
My car's up back.
Yeah, okay.
Terrorist organization.
That was a good one. I told you that was a goodie. A little hidden camera action going on. All right, here we go. Main event time. Judge Dad McNally was on fire today. Let's get to the show. And I just want to say, what up, Walter Johnson? An OG. So glad you made it in here. Always seeing him every day. Now I know I'm big when Walter's in here. What up, buddy? All right, here we go. We have so many. Judge McNally, we got two really good ones. We'll go with this one first.
All right. Recalling Charles Redfield, 219-719-821. Mr. Crawford, your name again.
Michael Crawford, representing the defendant.
Mr. Redfield, your name.
Charles Logan Redfield, Your Honor.
So down.
Just vote on behalf of probation.
So I just want to make sure we talked about this. I revoked his HIDA status now. I just want to make sure I've let everybody finish. I already told you how I felt about this entire episode. He's blown us off. It was an aggravated domestic.
What up, Robert?
Keep it off his record with a HIDA plea. He didn't. He didn't comply. He didn't think he had to comply. And that's where we are. So I just want to make sure everybody is heard or had a fair opportunity to be heard.
What up, Robert? Laura, Michelle,
Mr.
all my girls
Redfield,
are in
anything
here.
else?
What up?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Crawford, anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
You know, Mr. Redfield, I want you to know that I meant every word I said. I want you to know that I read through this nonsense. And the price that you're going to pay is not as severe, frankly, as it should be. We don't do this. We don't do this. I can't believe you didn't do the domestic violence with the 26-week follow-up. Do you know how infrequently I order that? I bet I don't order that. Maybe 3 times a year. Maybe. I'm not so sure. That's how confounded I was about this entire ordeal with your conduct and what you did to this lady. And then you'd blow us off for 13 months, knowing you had a 365-day jail sentence. I'm not going to belabor this any longer. There's only 6 months left for you to do probation, unfortunately. Because I placed you on probation on October the 12th, and we're not going to handle this after October the 12th. Today's March the 22nd. So October the 12th of 21, that essentially means 2 years expires October 12th of 23. So 6 months probation. Terms of the probation. By the way, did we ever determine if there was restitution due and owing? Do you know?
I don't believe so.
No, there's not.
Okay, no restitution owing.
No.
You served 1 day jail on this case. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I want to make sure, again, probation, and I want to make sure you guys did that. Probation to determine amount of restitution. Probation to determine amount of restitution. Defendant entitled to a hearing. So I want to make sure that that's followed up with. Defendant entitled to a hearing. I'm sure you, if he disagrees with amount. With the amount requested, your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. Pay restitution is determined by probation. Probation is to determine the amount of restitution. You're entitled to a hearing if you disagree. No contact with the victim, Brianna Cruz. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're to attend the domestic violence program with 26-week follow-up. I realize you can't complete that program. I want him started. Defendant to begin within 7 days of release from jail. Within 7 days of release from jail. So you better get on the horse. You better get it going. 200 fines, 400 costs, 6 months probation. As I said, these are all probation terms. 120 in probation fees. I'm going to assume that we've already collected the victim's rights fee and justice assessment fee. Your total here amounts to $720. You're to serve the next 40 days in jail with credit for 1. If you violate, you're going to serve 1 year. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. You're going to serve 39 days beginning now. Can you pay all of this today?
I can pay 500 of it, 545.
Well, you pay 545 now. You're going to pay the balance by May the 20th of 2023. Good luck to you. Have a seat in the jail, in the jury box.
No. Make sure it has contact information so that when it gets released. Right.
Folks, I don't want to hear it. Dean, I'm going to ask you guys to exit the courtroom, please. Pardon?
I love you guys.
Charlie,
Mhm.
you stay strong.
I will stay strong. I am strong. I got you.
He's gonna push me forward.
This is gold. That's my favorite pose. Oh.
Do I have any cases left?
I know. Yep.
Tell Ms. Murphy to get the rest in and the prosecutors to get the rest in. I want her with Mr. Naylor in here, okay?
I'll get the shrimp. Yep. Biscuits. All right. Steak, peppers. You got it.
Dwight, give me the warrants. People against Sky Marie Garrison. Sky Marie Garrison. 23W831666A and B and C. On the A file, warrant to issue bond to be forfeited, $4,000, 10%. Defendant failed to appear for show cause. Default judgment was previously entered on both the B and the C files when defendant initially failed to appear on the appearance ticket. People against Felicity Carmenes Geigel, 23W83165 A, B, and C. Defendant failed to appear. Warrant issued, bond to be forfeited, 4,000, 10%. That's on the suspend charge. Default judgments were previously entered when defendant failed to appear on the initial appearance ticket. Tyler James Maxicott, 23R513044, 3,000, 10% warrant issued, bond to be forfeited. Defendant failed to appear on the show cause after already having failed to appear on the appearance ticket. People against Mosley. Byron Deshawn Mosley, 23W75548A. Defendant failed to appear. That's animal. Let me see. Animal violation abandonment. 3,500, 10%. That's after failing to appear on the appearance ticket. And on the file B, 2,500, 10%. Warrant issued for failure to appear on the show cause, again, after not appearing before. 2,500, 10% on the C file. Warrant issued, bond to be forfeited. Again, defendant neglected to show on all of those after not appearing on the appearance ticket. People against Stephen Giovanni Standifer, 23R513039. Warrant issued, bond to be forfeited, 4,000, 10%, or 3,000, 10% rather. This is after failing to appear for the show cause. People against Jason Donald Arnold, 22R512823. Warrant issued, bond to be forfeited, 10,000, 10%. Mr. Arnold failed to appear today. This is not surprising. People against Tripp Tippett, Nancy Renee Tippett, 23R513043. Defendant failed to appear, 2,000, 10%. Warrant issued, bond to be forfeited. People against Marvin Ray Naylor, 0W8263383. Ms. Murphy, your name.
Kathy Murphy for Mr. Naylor.
Mr. Naylor, your name. Marvin Ray Naylor. Well,
It was one after another today.
Retail fraud was dismissed. You had the opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with them, or substance abuse screening report.
Yes, Judge.
Any material additions,
What up, Mayor?
corrections, or deletions?
What up, Tupac?
Mr. Naylor is diabetic, Your Honor, and he is insulin dependent.
Laura, how's the
Okay.
So
pup,
under
Laura?
health information.
Okay, I'll modify the report in that aspect.
That's all, as far as the report goes.
Okay, anything else that you'd like to say?
So Judge, Mr. Naylor is on probation in Wayne County for a controlled substance offense that he was sentenced to in April of 22. This incident preceded that incident. But just so you know, he is already on probation in Wayne County. He was sentenced to a 2-year term. He did 5 months in the county. He should be released at the end of March of 24. He is doing everything he is supposed to do. He went to Dawn Farms. He's still living there. He has a full-time job. He's been sober for a year. Probation is asking for 18 months probation. Judge, since he's already on probation, my request is that you reduce that period substantially. Just so you know, with respect to Mr. Naylor's finances, he has some, I think it's traffic stuff in Inkster, right, Mr. Naylor? That he's paying $50 a month for. He's paying $100 a month to Wayne County for his probation, and he pays $70 weekly in child support. And so any kind of economic break that you can give Mr. Naylor, Your Honor, I'm asking you to give with respect to, do you have to drop for Wayne County? So Judge, he has to drop for Wayne County, how often?
Once a week.
Weekly? So he's already dropping weekly for Wayne County that you have to pay for, right? So I would ask Your Honor to, I don't know if the probation department can coordinate with Wayne County to get the results of the drops that he's already doing for Wayne County, or if he could have those results sent here on a bi-weekly basis,
just so that he doesn't have another drop that he has to do besides the weekly one that he's already doing. Sorry, Judge.
What do you think I'm thinking?
I think you want me to be quiet.
No, I think you can go on and on all you want. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is that Mr. Naylor here thinks laws don't apply to him, and I don't want to hear this. He's getting himself help. I don't care what probation has recommended, frankly. This man needs to go to jail, and he's going to jail today.
What?
Oh yeah, back off. And don't start arguing with me, Miss Murphy. He only has about 25 convictions here. Let's go through your record, Mr. Naylor. 1990 retail fraud 2, 1990 retail fraud 1. We got several ordinance violations from 1990 and 1991. Retail fraud 91, 2 counts of temp retail fraud first, 92. Retail fraud first, 93. 2 counts retail fraud first, 93. Another ordinance violation. Westland, 97. Domestic violence and trespass, 14B district, 1998. Retail fraud second, 2000. Retail fraud third, 2000. Attempt B&E 01. Retail fraud third, 02. Suspend license 14. Allowing suspended person to operate 15. Allowing suspended person to operate 15. Controlled substance violation 17, retail fraud 18, RMC, motor vehicle 18, out retail fraud 20, larceny less than 220, larceny less than 220. And you say what?
So, Judge.
Hang on. Is there anything you want to say, Mr. Naylor?
Since these incidents, I have completed the Dog Farms Treatment Center, inpatient and outpatient. I'm currently living in a treatment facility home, and I have been sober a year.
I'm glad to hear that.
So, Judge, all of these, just about every single one of these prior convictions would be the result of a drug problem. I'm sure you'd agree with me on that, right?
Give me a break.
Judge.
You've got 25 convictions here. You think I'm going to be this crazy left-wing liberal where I'm going to say all this is okay? This has been going on for 33 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't believe the prosecutor didn't enhance this. I can't believe they gave attempt. To be honest with you, that's their call. This is mine. Anything else, Mr. Naylor?
I'm currently working full-time.
Good. 250 fines, 450 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. I'd give you a lot more time if I could. The total here amounts to $825, 35 days jail, 10 days more if you don't pay your fines and costs not paid. You're going to pay your fines and costs no later as follows. You can pay $40 a week. I will begin this starting on May the 26th. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. The system's really broken if we're going to let this go on. Have a seat in the jury box, sir. Have a.
Did he officially just put Mr. Naylor in timeout? Did we just get a time? I didn't see this. I did not see this part. I recorded it. I was busy all day. The Discord can concur. This is all new for me. They were just telling me it was good, but wow. I'm so glad I watched this with you guys. This was great. Oh my God. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, super chat, super stickers, memberships are live. Show your appreciation to the channel. With all the hard work, it goes right back into the channel for you to deliver the best content. The streams are getting more smooth. I'm getting better. Let's roll.
See. People against Francis Farkas, 23W831734.
Timeout.
Your name?
Francis Caroline Farkas.
Destruction of property is the charge. Ms. Murphy, for purposes of arraignment, how does she wish to proceed?
She waives the formal reading and stands.
Not guilty, please enter. Now this is going to be a plea under section 771.1, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
You plead guilty here. The possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all of those. I'll take this under section 771.1. If you have complied, you will come back after the specified period of time on probation. I'll be more than happy to dismiss the case on a motion of the prosecutor. This will be taken under section 771.1 for 12 months. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
I signed the paper when I came in, if that's what it is.
Well, did you read it? You got to read this. Don't ever sign something you haven't read. Do you understand it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing the trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, to the charge, malicious destruction of property. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Were you at 21484 Danbury in
Yes, that was
Woodhaven
my
on
father's.
February 22 of 23?
Yes, that was my father's house.
What did you do? Is your father Louis Farkas?
He's deceased of January.
Just tell the judge what.
Did you key his?
Yes, we were arguing over garbage bags.
She and her brother, Your Honor, the executor.
And he was calling me all kinds of names.
Well, wait a minute, let's slow down. Who's Louis? Is that your father or your brother?
Unfortunately, that's my brother.
Okay. And then what did you do?
We were arguing. I left the house to go home. He comes out arguing, yelling in the middle of the neighborhood that I'm a slut, I'm a whore, I'm a coke addict, heroin addict.
I want to know what you did that makes you guilty of malicious destruction of property, if anything.
I keyed his car to shut him up.
Okay. So you keyed his car intentionally and caused damage to the car. Is that true?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to accept the plea. I'll take it under section 771.1. I'm going to ask you, who lives at 21484 Danbury?
My father and mother, but they're both dead.
Okay, but who owns the property?
It's in me, my brothers and sisters. My dad passed away in January.
I understand. I just want to know who is living there right now.
Nobody.
Okay.
The house is empty. I went there to pay him.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a personal bond. I'm going to refer you for a pre-sentence report. You're not to enter the property address at 21484 Danbury. Well, I don't need to do that, but I don't want you to have any contact with Francis Farkas. You cannot.
She's Francis, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Louis
Wait a
is
minute.
the brother.
Oh, I won't.
Louis Farkas.
Trust me, I won't.
All right, no contact. Listen to me very carefully. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with him in any way. You cannot leave the state. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with prosecution witnesses. I'm going to order a pre-sentence report. We're going to give you a sentence date. I just need
Sentence
to
date
check.
for what?
For this, I'm going to sentence you.
Oh, I thought this was it.
No.
This is just the plea. I'm going to order that you go over as a condition of your bond. These are all bond conditions I'm giving you, okay? So I want to make clear, I'm giving you a personal bond. I'm going to let you go on your own recognizance. You do, however, have to go over to the Woodhaven Police Department to be fingerprinted and photographed today.
Is he booking her?
So I'm going to have you go over there by 3 p.m. today.
Can I leave there after this? I live in Ypsi.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You said by 3. I said, can I leave after this court? Because I live in Ypsi.
I just want you to go there at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock?
By 3.
Oh, that's what I said. Can I?
Oh my God, he's
You have
great.
to be interviewed. If you want to get back to Ypsi, you can go back to Ypsi. You have to go to Woodhaven by 3 o'clock today. And then you're going to have to come back another day to do the pre-sentence report. I don't know what to tell you. They should have you out of here in an hour. So that's what I'm ordering. You have to go over to Woodhaven to be fingerprinted and photographed by 3 p.m. You're going to have to undergo an pre-sentence report. You're gonna be interviewed by probation. So I'll have something to read and go over with you at the time of the sentence.
I'm just sorry, it's hard for me to comprehend. I have a brain injury.
Okay.
So that's, I'm not being stupid.
Okay, well, nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
I know, it's hard for me to understand stuff.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you. Here, let me start over. This is a bond. I took your plea. I'm setting a bond. This was an arraignment and pretrial, and your lawyer worked this out where you pled guilty, and the conviction will be entered now, but the case will be dismissed if you comply with the terms and conditions that I enunciate at the time of sentence. I'm giving you a personal bond. I'm ordering that you go over and get a pre-sentence report. You'll be interviewed by probation so they can make a report and recommendation. Then you're going to go over and you're going to get fingerprinted and photographed at the Woodhaven Police Department.
I know that. I grew up in Woodhaven.
Okay. Sorry, Judge.
Once you do all that, you can leave and go back. We're going to give you a sentence date, and we're going to give you a copy of the order for prints. You're going to take over there, and we're going to give you a notice, okay? And your sentence date, we can do a little bit down the road. I don't know how they're working out over there. They're probably busy. I don't mind going until the 12th or 19th, Lisa.
April 19th at 8:30.
We'll do April the 19th.
What's that?
That's going to be your sentence date.
Okay.
Okay? There's nothing to worry about here. I mean, you're not going to go to jail. I sent 2 people to jail in a row. I hardly ever sent anybody to jail. Both should have been gone a long time
I know,
ago.
but like I said, my brain injury
Okay, I
makes me all
understand. I
confused.
understand. I got it. I get it. Do you understand everything I've said?
Yes, sir.
Across the hall. First go down and give her notice, Lisa, and give her a copy of the print order, and then you come back over to probation and you can be interviewed. Okay? Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, he was short with everybody today. He didn't care about her brain injury. Oh my God. Thank you, Mark. Hey, good to see you, buddy. All right, let's go. We got another one. He wasn't done because he took a break here, then he came back, and he was even more in fuego. Let's roll with the judge dad. He is one hell of a judge. Let's roll.
Your Honor, my client would plead
Thank
guilty
you.
to the violations on both cases.
All right. So on the resist and obstruct, I placed you on probation for 12 months.
Just apologize for the watermark. I thought I had the recorder on the paid subscription to my screen recorder. I had it on the wrong one, and I was busy at work today. It's not really, it doesn't do anything to the video. I do apologize. I know I'll hear it in the comments about it. Remove the watermark. I apologize ahead of time. It doesn't go away. But it doesn't destroy how unbelievable Judge McNally is.
On November 23. And then I placed you on probation on the other case under HIDA. And if you plead guilty here, your HIDA status could be revoked, conviction entered on the assault case. And if you plead guilty on the other charge, your 771 status could be revoked and the conviction entered on the R1L case. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, I did.
Plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. To the charge, you failed to attend your, and by the way, on the assault charge, we have a little bit different charges. So let's start with the resist and obstruct. The charge, you failed to attend your probation visit on March 6, 23. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I can't hear you, ma'am.
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend your the probation visit on that day?
Yes, I did.
Count 2, that you failed to attend the court work program on January 21. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend on that day to the court at the court work program?
Yes.
Count to the charge count 3, failure to attend the court work program January 28 of 23. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend the court work program on that day?
Yes, I did.
Count 4, that you failed to attend the court work program February 11. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend the court work program on that day?
Yes.
Count 5, that you failed to attend the anger management program with 8-week follow-up. How do you plead?
Guilty, but I did start it.
Did you fail to attend and complete that program?
Yes.
Count 6, that you failed to pay fines and costs as ordered. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to do that?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Well, this is disappointing, counsel. She's gonna force me again to do something I don't want to do again today. All right, let's go over to the assault charge. To that one, failure to attend the probation visit March 6th. You plead guilty to that, ma'am?
Yes.
You failed to attend that day?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty to that charge?
No.
Count 2, failure to attend the anger management program with 8-week follow-up. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Did you fail to do that?
Yes.
Count 3, you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to do that?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Well, this is not good. So let's see. She didn't report. She missed 3 days court work. She didn't do anger management. She didn't pay fines and costs on either case. It's only about one. Even if I lump the two, anger management and failure to pay fines and the probation visit together, she's got at least 6 or 7 violations here.
Well, Your Honor, there is an explanation.
Tell me, I can't wait.
Well, Your Honor, as the court notices, I'm sure all these violations happen in kind of the same time period. My client has experienced a couple of really tough personal hardships recently. She's been homeless for the past several weeks. She's just got that resolved here recently.
Where was she living? On the street, literally?
Yeah, I was living with my mom and then I had to find a new place to live
Where does your mom live? What city?
in Brownstown
How long were you living with her?
my whole life.
Well, wait a minute.
When did you become homeless, Your Honor?
I see. You were living with your mom and you had to find a new place.
Yes.
And where did you go from your mom's?
I finally got into my grandma's house. She made space for me. But she doesn't have a car, so I wasn't able to.
Well, let's
attend
slow
her.
down a bit. When did you leave your mom's?
Like the beginning of January.
When did you start at your grandma's?
Just a couple weeks ago.
Where were you between the end of January and say the middle of, let's call it the second week of March?
Bouncing around.
Did you ever have to spend the night on the street?
No, not outside.
So where'd you
Like in
spend?
my car. I was sleeping in my car for a little while. But I wasn't like literally outside.
Is she working?
Not right now.
She's going to school? Ma'am, listen, I hate to tell you, but if you're not working, you're not going to school, guess where you're likely to end up? I mean, why aren't you working? How old are you?
20.
Why aren't you working?
I lost my car and I wasn't able to get back and forth. It was a lot.
Who's this with you?
My dad.
He stepped in and helped try to support her.
Yeah, I'm going to a temp service today so I can go get a job. He finally like adjusted his schedule so that he can take me to and from work.
Please listen to me. You gotta work harder. You gotta work harder. I mean, I don't know of anybody that wouldn't be homeless if they didn't work. Seriously. I wonder how a lot of people do it. Somehow, some way they seem to. I don't know, have any idea how they do it. I really don't. I don't understand it. It's beyond my comprehension. First of all, I'd drive myself crazy if I had to spend all day alone. Have you, can I ask a question? I don't want to bring up a bad subject. Have you talked to a counselor at all?
No,
Did you graduate high school?
yeah,
Okay, so you're a smart young lady. When's the last time you had a job?
November,
Where at?
Precision,
Doing what?
carporting.
Why'd you leave there?
It just, my schedule wasn't, I wasn't able to get there on time and it was
What-
too early,
What time did you have to start?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Where's the location at?
Taylor on Eureka.
Before you quit, did you think about maybe? You did quit, right?
Yeah,
Did you think about maybe before you quit, finding another job? I mean, that's just,
yeah, that's smart. I wasn't making good decisions.
Dad, come on up here a second. Can we help her out here?
Dad to dad.
She's kind of worrying me.
Worries me too.
I mean, something's going on that I'm not liking here right now. What's your name, sir?
My name's Luther Gray.
So what are we gonna do here? This is not good. This is not healthy. I mean, her staying in a car, her not having a job, her leaving employment before she had another job, her missing court work, I know I told her, if you don't have the money, come talk to me. Did I tell you that?
Yes.
I tell everybody that. Why didn't you come talk to me if you didn't have the money?
Just not
Why
making good decisions.
Well, come on, that's a crutch. Let's knock it off. I mean, that's a crutch.
It's true.
Well, then let's figure out a way we're gonna start making good decisions. These are not hard
I
decisions.
just gotta fix it.
Judge tells you to do the court work program, you show up for it. Judge tells you to do anger management, you show up for it. Now, I want you to know, sir, on this R&O case, here's my notes. Will consider after reading report with letter, whether court will take under advisement conditionally. I wasn't excited about taking this resist and obstruct under 771, which means she can keep the conviction off her record to begin with. And now she's proven that maybe I was wrong in agreeing to do so. Because listen, we're not playing pro ball here, seriously. I mean, if we're playing pro ball and we went 1 for 9, they'd pay us 19 million. You follow me? It might be over 2 years. We hit 380, I don't know, 46 million a year. They don't do that. We don't do that here. You have to bet close to 100%, if not 100%. So I don't know what to tell you.
He's such a dad. It's unbelievable.
I really don't. You better figure it out though. But you got to toughen up.
Is he giving baseball
Seriously.
references? I didn't hear
You got to
this
toughen
one.
up. You got to just kind of figure it out. And I don't mean that this life thing is easy. Nobody said it was easy. But you're not going to get anywhere sitting at home, sleeping in a car, not getting to work. I mean, you're not going to get there. So we got to get her some help somehow. But I know this, one of the greatest times in history to find employment. I'm setting a sentence date. I want you to have a job. When's Mr. Crawford here, Lisa?
He's right.
April 12th.
He's right.
I'm accepting all these pleas. Well, I'd like to do it. Don't I have you here before then, Mr. Crawford?
He's here on the 29th, but that's next week.
Well, I think you can have a job next week, don't you? Yes?
Yes.
Because there's all kinds of them out there. There's only about 15, 20 businesses between here and Bell Tire, right?
Yeah.
Let's find a job. Sentence date, March the 29th. And what's a good time? How about if we do 10:15?
Okay.
What's up, PIC?
March 29th at 10:15. Please are accepted to all these charges, but you're in danger of losing your status here, and I don't want that to happen to you. So you better get going. I expect you to find a job. Find a job. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
we're not gonna reschedule the court work because she's gonna probably be working a lot of Saturdays right now, right? I'll talk to you March 29th. Please don't come back without a job. Sir, we gotta keep an eye on her, right?
Make sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Is she gonna stay with you for a few days?
Yeah, she's staying with my mom right now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You got a free place to stay. Welcome to this brutal. Let's get started right now, okay? Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you. People against Kellerman. Carol Susan Kellerman, 22B
She gets a silent tap from me.
141214.
Kathy Murphy from Miss Kellerman, Your Honor, who's present.
I'm gonna need you on this one too, Jessica. Ms. Kellerman, your name?
Carol Kellerman.
What are we doing on this one?
So Judge, Miss Kellerman will plead guilty to the
Is
violation.
that what you wanna do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now
plead
you know,
guilty
Tupac.
here. Your 771 status could be revoked, conviction entered, you'd be subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And did you sign, read, and understand and advice of rights form here today or not?
I think I did that one last week when I was.
You gotta
with
do
the
it
yellow
every time.
paper.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own witnesses, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the charge, count one, that you failed to register for the impulse control program. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your
Did you
Honor.
fail to register for that?
I called them and I explained to them I was trying to get the money together.
You haven't registered though.
No, yes, Your Honor.
To the charge you failed to pay fines and costs as ordered, which essentially amounts to the restitution of $2,000. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you fail to do that?
Failed to pay it, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying. I mean,
Have you failed to pay?
I think I made a $6 payment with some bottles and cans I was able to collect. So it's not like I'm not trying to disrespect the court or disobey your orders. If I had the money, Your
Nobody
Honor, I
let
would
me.
pay it.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Please accept it to those charges. So, remind me. Is she on disability?
Yes. She takes in $937 a month, Your Honor, and last month, her bills totaled $1,023.
So what, you give me some suggestions here as to what I'm supposed to do.
I don't know what you're supposed to do,
Somebody's out
Judge.
$2,000 as a result of this conviction, which was a larceny charge.
Judge, she thinks that she can ask her father, she pays her father $100 a month for the
I know,
car insurance. She's gonna ask him if she can keep $50 a month of that to
That's
pay the
not
court.
enough. I mean, she's gonna have to figure something out. I think I've made myself clear on this. Either that or I can just have her start doing all kinds of community service. And, you know, that's gonna be a lot of community service. She'll be doing 8 hours of community service a day for weeks. Look, I sentenced her back in August. How much is she paid toward the restitution?
About the $6.
$6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what to tell you. I can't answer everybody's problems.
Your Honor, if I could work, I would work. I would give anything to be able to go back to work.
I understand, but is there nothing you can do that's,
I have tried to, you see things to work at home. I have tried for that stuff, but I don't have computer skills or anything. I barely operate.
I don't want to get into your medical too much. What's the nature of your disability?
I had.
I don't want you to get deep into it. Just
It's
tell me.
physical, Judge. Back,
All right.
degenerative discs. I had back surgery in 2007. She can't sit or stand for long periods of time.
You haven't had surgery since '07?
I go, I see a pain doctor every couple of months.
When's the last time you saw an orthopedic or a neurologist?
That would be Dr. Kurz. I'm not sure, Your Honor. I would have to check.
See, here's my dilemma. It isn't fair for me to dismiss this larceny charge unless the gentleman whose money was stolen or whose property was stolen to the tune of $2,000 is reimbursed. I mean, I want to look for ways out of this.
Your Honor, if I had the money, I would pay it.
I get it, but
If I could return the trailer, I would, but I don't know the men who took the trailer. I really don't. They told me they had permission to take the trailer. I understand that's all over and done with, but
Judge pondering.
All right.
He's
What
done
else, Ms.
everything
Murphy?
today.
I really don't know what to say, Judge. She just has zero disposable income. And she's
How old are you again?
51. She's already done some community
What up,
service
Cha-Cha?
to work off court costs and fines.
I did that. I know I did that because I wanted to help her out, but I can't do anything about the restitution. I mean, it's not fair for me to just waive it either.
I don't know if you can extend her probation and.
Well, I can't extend it past 12 months on the 771. And honestly, I'd have to extend it for 28 years if we're gonna pay at the rate of $6 every 6 months. Right? I mean, I'm just being honest.
Well, that
with
was, I went and collected some bottles and cans from family and friends and,
you. Listen, I'm not beating you up.
I
here.
understand, Your Honor. I'm just trying to explain.
I get it. I'm not, you know,
I mean, Judge, I suppose you could revoke the 771 and
well.
send it to civil.
I want you to go and, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's not right. It's gonna get worse than that. I mean, I'm gonna have you go figure out something. I told you that last time. And now you're telling me, well, she's gonna talk to her dad. She should have done that in August, in September. This is March.
Well, I have tried to talk to my dad. He has limited income himself as well. And he already does, like, I wouldn't have a vehicle if it wasn't for my dad. The vehicle
Let
I'm
me ask
driving
you a
is my
question.
dad's.
All right, look. I'm adjourning the sentence.
Thank you.
I'm accepting the plea. I want you to get the victim to zoom in here. We're gonna have a sentence real quick, Lisa. And maybe I'm just gonna have her do all this community service, but I need to talk to the victim, so let's do that. We're gonna get a hold of the victim. And I'll see if I can figure out. In the meantime, you gotta try to come up with something, man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me a date, Lisa, please.
April 5th at 9:30.
Okay. So that's what I'll do, April 5th at 9:30. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I mean,
Thank you.
you know, I understand more than you think. But understand the predicament I am.
I understand. Your
And
Honor.
as there was a larceny committed and somebody's out $2,000. You wouldn't like to be out 2,000, your lawyer wouldn't, I wouldn't, nobody in here.
It's just, it's a lot of money for me right now, Your Honor, that's all.
All right,
Not
I
trying to be
understand.
disrespectful to you or your courtroom.
It's not my courtroom. I don't see anybody, we don't see a deed on the wall here. Nobody's
Wow.
deeded the property over to me. You don't ever say that again. Good luck. We'll work it out. Just do the best you can. Do the best you can. Go down the hall. We'll see you back here, okay? Have a good day. I didn't think you were being disrespectful to me or anybody else. Nicholas James Brown, 22B1404441A.
Kathy Murphy for Mr. Brown, Your Honor. Mr. Brown is present.
I'm gonna need Emily on this one. Mr. Brown, your name? Nicholas Brown. So your client was in here. And I don't know what to tell him, but he had violations. He was initially placed on probation after a plea that took place. And that was on August 3rd. I already be incarcerated for 6 days. I'm talking about as a result of the probation violation hearing. And that probation violation hearing took place on
Thank you.
March the 6th. At which point I said, pay by May 1, attend IOP and complete in person, incarceration for 6 days, test weekly for 3 months, then bi-weekly, be on a sober link within 24 hours of the release from jail. for 75 days. And then I've got a probation violation that alleges he failed to obtain a SoberLink device. So how's he going to proceed? Is he going to plead guilty or?
Yes, he's gonna plead guilty.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
I need another, plead guilty here, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge that you failed to obtain a SoberLink device from house arrest by March 10, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to obtain a SoberLink device by that day?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Please accept it. Your name?
Emily Casino.
Why hasn't he done that?
Judge, go ahead, Emily.
He reported to me that it was because of money.
Does he work? Remind me, you working?
I just got to work at the beginning of this week.
Where?
I'm doing demos for I forget what his company name is, but for a guy named Steve. He's
A guy named Steve. What does that mean? A guy named Steve.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What's the name of the company?
It's Sky Homes, I believe.
You don't know?
No.
You don't know who you work for?
It's
Who do you work for, Mr. Cino? Come on, Mr. Brown. Come
Is he a
on.
friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Do
classic.
you know his
What up,
last name?
Samson?
Toth.
Steve Toth.
Yes.
Out of where? Where does he work?
And locally.
Come on. Do I look like a dentist?
No.
Do you really want me to pull teeth here?
No, sir.
Locally? What does that mean? Down the street?
In the area, Taylor, Woodhaven.
Look at me,
Browntown.
Mr. Brown.
I know.
Do I look like? You're not gonna treat me like a pre-kindergartner here, are you?
No, sir.
Tell me the name of the company. Tell me your friend's name. Tell me where he's based out of. Tell me where you work. Tell me how much you do. Tell me what you do. Let's not take for the next 45 minutes for you to go through all of this.
Sky Homes.
Look at me. Sky Homes.
Sky Homes LLC. He's a property buyer, renovator,
Name?
seller.
Name? Full name?
Stephen Toth.
How much you make?
I make $25.
How many hours do you work?
Under 40.
What do you do?
Demolition.
When did you start?
A couple days ago.
When did you last work before that?
Yesterday.
Before that, before the couple days ago that you started?
My last job was at Williams Family Construction a few months ago.
What's a few months ago?
I
love this nebulous. Pardon?
Beginning of the new year.
Beginning of the new year, January?
Yeah.
Till what?
From 3 years I was employed.
He lost his job when he went to inpatient.
Okay, and then he didn't get through inpatient because he didn't comply with the rules.
He got through inpatient, he was removed
Right.
from transitional
Right,
housing.
because he didn't comply with the rules, because he fell asleep, right?
Correct.
I remember. You're telling me, I just want to be clear before we go on, before I ask questions of you. You're telling me you don't have $100 to get a SoberLink device?
I have it today, yes, sir. Yes.
Mr. Brown? I told you to get it last time.
I didn't have the money when I got released, sir.
I don't know how you can when you don't work. I don't understand this. I'm not gonna understand it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. There's all kinds of work out there. There's all kinds of work out there. I mean, there are all kinds of jobs. And they're paying good because there's not enough help anymore. You know why? Because nobody wants to work. What a great country we've become.
Yeah, it's a shame, honestly.
We can stay home and collect unemployment and do all these other things and we don't have to work. I don't get it. Were you collecting unemployment, Mr. Brown?
So, one more time, sir.
Were you collecting unemployment, Mr. Brown?
No, sir.
You weren't collecting unemployment?
No, I've never collected unemployment.
Who do you live with?
Live with my grandmother, my mom.
How much rent you pay?
She's wanting me to get my life together. So
How much you rent you paying?
I'm not paying anything.
Your mom is paying for, how old are you again?
28 years old.
Your mom's paying for your rent and your grandma's paying for your rent.
Yeah, sure. I have child support I'm trying to keep up on.
Child support, well, you can't keep on child support, you don't work, right? We know that.
I fully understand.
And I hate when people say that about child support. We all pay child support, right?
Yes, sir.
I had 3 kids. I wasn't divorced. I'm still married. They're grown, but I paid child support, just indirectly or more directly than you are, I guess. I don't know. You can figure that one out. But I know this, you can't eat if you don't work and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You got until the end of the day to get the sober link. If you don't get the sober link by the end of today, and I'm telling you, the end of today, when you come back for sentencing, whenever Ms. Murphy is here next time, or Lisa, I want her next date, you will go to jail for the maximum. So if you don't want to do a sober link, it's okay. It's all right. You can just tell me now, Judge, just revoke my probation. You can go today and you can take the easy way out. We'll give you food and lodging in there. Is that what you want?
No, sir.
Come on.
I really don't.
Where'd you go? The 6 days I gave you.
Flat Rock.
Easy. Easy. Country club. Might not be Augusta National, but it's a country club. It's a country club.
Sure, it's better than the county.
Dickerson County. I could name a whole bunch of them. Next place you go, if I give you this kind of time, you're not going to be going to the country club.
I understand, sir.
Why are you doing this? I don't want to listen to this.
Disappointed in myself.
Well, it's time to become undisappointed in yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is if you get out and work. Sentence date, Lisa, was when?
April 5th, 9:30.
We don't have an earlier date with her then, huh?
Judge, I'm here as overflow next week if you want me.
Can we do that or not?
That's up to you. You're going to take away from the overflow.
Well, then. Here's what I want you to do. You're going to provide proof to her. I'm going to make this April 5th at 9:30. But you're going to provide proof to her that you have the SoberLink device. That's a condition of your bond right now, that you go out and you get the SoberLink device today. You understand?
Yes, sir. I do only have $130. Just
how much does he have to pay?
I think it's like 115, which I did call and make special.
Do we have one here?
I have two.
But you're there for sobriety, correct?
Yes.
Get out there today and get your SoberLink device. If you don't, I'm telling you, I'm giving you 93 days. Do we understand one another?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a closer facility that I can obtain it?
No. But I don't know that you couldn't have borrowed the money. Here's the funny thing, just so we know one another here. If I'd have told you I was going to give you $1 million if you had come up with $115 on the date that I told you the SoberLink device, do you think you could have done it?
It's a long walk.
What's a long walk?
Having to go get the SoberLink. That's I'm not trying to.
Mr. Brown, you don't have a choice.
I understand. All right.
I didn't ask you whether it was a long walk or a long drive or whatever else. I asked you, you told me it's because you didn't have the money. That's what you told me. Didn't you not tell me that?
Yes, sir.
You didn't say anything about the ride, did you?
No.
You said it because you didn't have the money, right?
Yes.
And if I told you I'd give you $1 million if you come here with $115 on the date you were supposed to get a SoberLink device, you think you could have come up with it?
No.
Okay. Well, then let's make our lives easy. Why don't I just send you back to jail right now? Because I don't think you tried. I don't think you tried at all. The reason I know you could come up with that is I'm telling you, you can go wherever you want to get some pop cans, whatever you need to do to come up with $115. If your mother and your grandmother are allowing you to stay there, they could easily come up with $115 to loan you.
So, Judge.
Hang on. I think you're playing games.
Judge, I'm gonna drive him to this open.
He just
place.
told
He's got
me-
the money.
he
I'm gonna
ju-
drive him.
He just told me he was making almost $25 an hour.
And he
Did you-
just started the other day.
I know. But they're paying you by the day, aren't they?
Yes.
So you're getting $200 a day, right?
No, I've been working full 10-hour days, sir.
Well, that isn't 10, that would be 8.
8 hours,
8
yes.
times 25 is 200, 8 times. Get there today, Mr. Brown.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. We have the money, right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
He gets the time served. Slow clap. He was on fire. Judge Dad to the max. Baseball references, advice, calling other fathers to the podium. He was unbelievable. We have 450 people. I think this may be the nightcap for time served. So glad you guys are in here. Now I'm going to stay on a little longer. I was planning on staying an hour and a half. Bonus clip for you. Judge, some of you may not have seen Judge Aguilar. He's got a little dad qualities. He's very dry, very blunt, and he gets a little perturbed at a young lady who won't pull over. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm riding with somebody.
Okay, tell them to go park. Get to a quiet location.
I'm in the car. I'm coming back from work. I'm sorry.
Are you parked?
I'm riding with somebody.
Okay, tell them to go park.
She's driving. I'm in the back seat.
I don't care. My rule is nobody should be driving around in court. Whether you're the passenger or driver doesn't matter to me. It's my instruction I give everybody every morning. Park the car and then we can do your hearing.
I
It
backed
won't
up.
take probably longer than 5 minutes or so to do that.
Hello?
Is the car parked?
Can you come back to us? I'm almost to my car.
Okay.
Because I'm actually doing an internship. I'm in school right now, sir. So I'm not able
Okay,
to.
we're gonna skip you then, Ms. Vaughn. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, Mr. Isaac. We'll be back to you in a little bit.
Okay.
We can do number 3.
All right, Eric Henrise and Amber Henrise, please unmute and turn on your camera so we can begin your hearing. Do you both
Yes,
swear
sir.
the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So now a case played. I skipped it for you. They went to it. They did a case, and they went back to Red Hat Lady. Told you, Judge Aguilar, he's a trip. And we love Miss Nut. Miss Questions. She's AAG Questions. Here we go.
The temporary order in this case that only establishes paternity. That was signed in November of 2022. This is our second hearing since then, and we're not able to get the mother to appear. So I believe Mr. Martin is requesting that the case be dismissed.
Okay. Do you want anything? I'm not going to dismiss your case, I don't think, but we established that you're the biological father, so we at least need to do that. Are you wanting to do anything else, sir, besides that?
I'd have been to 5 or 6 hearings. She never show up. I was trying to see could I get it dismissed. I'm studying missing work.
That's
and
not
for
what I
her not
asked
to
you.
show.
I didn't ask you about how many hearings you've been to. My question was, what else do you want me to order besides that you're the father? I'm not looking to dismiss your case. They need to establish you're the father. We don't need to go back on that. Do you want anything else besides like maybe visitation or anything else that you want to do besides that?
Oh no.
Okay. You don't want me to any kind of visitation orders today?
No, because I always have them anyway.
Okay. All right, then I'll enter a final order just establishing that you're the biological father. We're not gonna do anything else on your case until we come back to court again in the future.
Mike, that's a good one.
And so that'll be the final order. All right, you're done with court, Mr. Martin. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Judge Kingpin. Okay, then they had to play another case because she still didn't call back. That was bonus. That wasn't even Dad. She still is in the car. Now Judge Aguilar's had it up to here at this point. He drinks his Dr. Pepper. If you guys don't subscribe to him,
we have 13.
He's a good follow,
if
guys.
Miss Vaughn has parked. I'm not sure if she has.
Ms. Vaughn, have you parked yet? Jasmine Vaughn, have you parked yet?
I find it so funny.
I guess not.
Okay. Okay, that's all we have ready right now.
So now they have to sit and wait. So and then she cops an attitude too, so it gets even better.
Oh,
Here we go.
I'm sorry. Was I muted? Can you hear me?
Are you parked yet?
She just pulled over on the highway. I was like 7 minutes away from my car, but if you need to go, we can go.
You can wait. I mean, it's up to you. You're wasting your own time. I'm here no matter what. I got other cases to do. I'm just trying to do your case, but you're not parked. That's the problem.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm 7 minutes away. I'm in college and I'm in my internship, so I have no other choice. So I'm 7 minutes away from my car. If y'all can do maybe one more and come back to us, that'd be great.
Okay. Why don't you just put in the chat when you're finally parked?
Yes, sir. I sure will. Thank you.
Bye.
She's got some cojones, man. Just pull over. It's a big deal. It's court. Like, these people don't care. Like,
Okay, Mr. Isaac, if you unmute. And Ms. Vaughn, you're finally parked.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
Are you both swear testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Isaac?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We are here on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship with an AOP. Looks like we have an agreement as to everything except for conservatorship and child support. So I'll read the agreements into the record. Parties are in agreement that Mr. Isaac will have a standard possession schedule with the child, and that neither parent has access to private health insurance or dental insurance at a reasonable cost. So Ms. Vaughn will obtain Medicaid or government plan. Mr. Isaac has agreed to pay medical support of $79 per month beginning April 1st. There's no request for retroactive child support, medical support, or dental support. And additionally, there's been no family violence, or request for non-disclosure from either party. The state calls the mother Ms. Vaughn. Will you please state your name?
Jasmine Rochelle Vaughn.
And Ms. Vaughn, what's the child's name?
Zakor Zoan Isaac.
And how old is he?
1.
And who does he live with?
He lives with me Monday through Friday, and he goes with Mr. Isaac Friday evening to Sunday.
Till Monday.
And-
Sorry, till Monday. He drops him off Monday.
Don't interrupt. She can talk for herself.
And Ms. Vaughn, did Mr. Isaac sign a document when your child was born saying that he's the father?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear those agreements that I just read out into the record?
Yes.
Do you agree with those terms?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as conservatorship goes, do you believe you and Mr. Isaac can make decisions for your son together?
I would like to be the primary decision maker.
But do you believe you and Mr. Isaac can communicate about those decisions together?
No, not all of them. No.
And why is that?
To me, sometimes Mr. Isaac does not make the decisions in the best interest of our son. I make all of his doctor's appointments. I've set up any daycares that he's ever went to. He's went to 2 daycares so far, and I set both of them up. I take him to all his doctor's appointments. When me and Mr. Isaac split and we had miscommunication, Mr. Isaac started sleeping with a woman, and he started bringing my son around her. He brought my son to a hotel with this woman, and we spoke about not doing that. We even have a notarized document in court about different things that Mr. Isaac cannot do and I cannot do, such as bringing my son out the state without my knowledge. And same goes with him. He brought my son to Houston without my knowledge, and it was a turnaround trip. My son is only 1, and these type of things that I would like to know about. So those are some of the things that he does without my knowledge. And as far as us making decisions together, he has a different mind frame than I do, and sometimes we don't always agree. And my decisions are always in the best interest of my child. Not to say that his aren't, but sometimes I feel like he makes decisions based on his needs first.
So why do you think Mr. Isaac shouldn't be involved in having a say in decisions for the child?
Simply because he doesn't make any decisions now. And I make all the primary decisions, and I just think that when he does make decisions, they are sometimes rash.
And has Mr. Isaac tried to be involved in making decisions for your son, or have you just made all of those without his input?
I asked him to help me, and he does not in an adequate amount of time, and he does not help me in an adequate amount of time, such as looking for a daycare, finding a doctor. I do all those things. I've tried to get his input on it, and not to say that he does not have some input in some places, but it's not an adequate enough time frame that I need to find those people.
Would you be in agreement to be appointed a sole managing conservator with Mr. Isaac?
Excuse me?
Ms. Vaughn, are you in agreement to be a joint managing conservator, or are you requesting to be a sole managing conservator?
I like to be the sole conservator.
And are you in agreement to decide where your child primarily lives in Dallas or any surrounding county?
Am I?
Yes.
Yes. Am I in agreement? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Are you in agreement to designate your child's primary residence in Dallas or any surrounding county?
Yes.
Okay. And did you know if Mr. Isaac's employed?
He owns 2 businesses.
And what kind of businesses does he own?
He owns 2 barber schools.
Okay. And do you know how much he earns with those businesses?
I don't. I know that he's told me before that his mother is on the ownership of the building, but his mother speaks no English. She has no dealings with the financial part of the business, but I have documentation that he's posted that each student is $8,000 to $10,000 per student. He just raised his tuition, but he stated with the other guy he only makes $21,000 a year.
And do you know how many students he has at his barber school?
At each one, it may be a total of 15. I'm not certain. I don't know. That's why I say I don't know.
Okay, and so we did calculate child support on the income that Mr. Isaac reported to us. We've calculated child support at $296 per month. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I don't agree with that.
And why is that?
It's 2023, and I think at least $350 is a reasonable amount accommodation. I pay for diapers for the daycare and for my home, which I can take care of my home, but I pay for diapers and all the needs at the daycare, transportation, all those things are done.
And the daycare, how much are you paying for that?
No, I don't pay for the daycare. I pay for everything that is given to the daycare. So I get child care assistance as of right now.
Okay. And so you're wanting the court to set the child support at $350 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness. The state calls the father Mr. Isaac. Will you state your name?
My name is Zakor Isaac.
And Mr. Isaac, did you send a document when your son was born saying that you're his father?
Yes, that is correct.
And did you hear those agreements I read out in the very beginning?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you still agree with those terms?
I agree that apparently there's only one term that was reached. I just want to confirm, which was for medical, essentially, and I also I guess standard visitation.
Yes,
I
I just,
agree with that.
Mr. Isaac, those terms I read out were agreed by you and the mother, so I just want to make sure you're still in agreement with them.
As in regards to visitation as well as the medical support, correct?
I read out a couple of things. I'll just do it again. So we are asking Ms. Vaughn to carry government insurance, for you to pay medical support of $79, for you to have a standard possession schedule, and then no retroactive child medical or dental support.
Yes.
And are you employed right now?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you do?
I'm a barber educator.
Okay. And you own the barber school?
I do not. My mother is actually the owner.
And so you work for your mom?
That is correct.
And how much do you get paid?
$21,000
Is that per year?
per year.
And so how much?
In Tyler, we only have 4 students currently enrolled right now, and we offer extended financing. So some of our students pay as low as $435 a month, and we have some students who are actually behind on payment.
So there's a business in Dallas and one in Tyler?
There's one in Waco as well as one in Tyler.
Okay, just to clarify, will you list the cities that you have the businesses in?
I'm actually just a barber educator for Madison Barber Stylist School. I rotate between both locations, and we're located in Waco and Tyler, Texas.
Okay. And when the students enroll in the program, how long is the program?
It's anywhere from 6 to 18 months.
Okay.
It all depends on their payment schedule. So we have some students who can only afford $435 a month, so they are on an 18-month enrollment track.
Okay. And you said you make $21,000 per year?
Yes.
And is that, how is that calculated, based on the amount of students you're teaching?
Nope. It's just a base pay. Business is barely making any money. The ultimate goal is accreditation. For any educational institution, a private institution doesn't make money until accreditation. So we have to basically get paid, underpaid for our value for the long haul, which Jasmine has been aware of that. I'm kind of in shock by some of this today, but because we had a prior agreement for $250.
Do you know how much the business is making a year?
Approximately, in terms of profit, approximately 15,000, which that's my mother. She gets the profit.
Okay, and so if the profit goes to your mom, how are you, and there's nothing left over, how are you paid?
As an instructor, I get paid as one of the instructors as a part of the team.
Okay, so have you ever earned any profit from the business school?
No.
Okay.
I drive a 2013 Honda Civic with 300,000 miles on it.
Do you have any other children?
Yes, I do. I have a daughter, Madison.
And how old is she?
We bust Miss Nut. I'm gonna pause for a second. We bust Miss Nut all the time. We bust Miss Nut. I'm sorry. It's late. We're okay. We make fun of Miss Nut for how she looks, and she looks like she's 12 and blah blah blah. But she is so good with her questions. She doesn't even take a break. If you're lying, she trips you up. She's great. She may be 11 years old, but she's great. Yes, I did say we bust Miss Nut.
Is 7 years old.
Is she your biological daughter?
That is correct.
Does she live with you or the other parent?
The other parent.
Okay, and do you have a child support order for her?
I'm actually in the process of doing it right now. We've actually just filed a petition.
Okay, and so we're requesting that she and the child have to stay in the DFW area.
That's correct.
Are you in agreement with that?
That's correct.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
All right, I'll approve the agreement y'all made. I'm not going to do a geographic restriction if y'all live in two different areas. That doesn't make any sense. That I would require Ms. Vaughn to stay in Dallas or contiguous counties when you don't live in the DFW area. I understand there's a dispute as to why that happened, but that's mainly reserved where both people live in the same area. So I'm not going to do a geographic restriction. As far as conservatorship is concerned, there's no reason to have a sole managing conservatorship. We're doing a joint managed conservatorship where both y'all need to consult each other regarding decisions regarding your child. It shouldn't be that hard. Y'all need to figure out a better way to communicate with each other than what y'all done before. Hopefully this order will help a little, but y'all have to be able to communicate a lot better. As far as child support is concerned, I don't believe that your income is only $21,000. I don't know what it is exactly. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you think that I'm not a very smart person, but that doesn't make sense. Setting child support at $400 a month based on your potential to make income, I think that's a fair amount. We're not talking about $1,000 a month. Ms. Vaughn's not asking for some exorbitant amount of money. She could be saying, okay, I want $1,200 a month or something like that. She's just asking for a little help. I don't think $400 is unreasonable. So $400 a month. All payments must be paid through the child support office. If they're not paid through the child support office, they do not count. So make sure that since you're self-employed, that you're sending in the payments through the child support office. The Attorney General's office is going to draft a court order. In that order, I'll have details about how to make your payment. If you have questions about how to make a payment, you can always call the Attorney General's office. I'll be glad to help you. If you're a W-2 employee, then they will send a withholding order that they will need to take out of your check, like your taxes and things like that. All right, they will email you a copy. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Well, there it is, guys. We busted Miss Nut. I had to say it. I didn't mean it. I apologize. Oh, I'm going to get killed in the comments tonight. We had a great time, guys. I think this may be the new power hour for me. Look out for the announcement. And also, I'm starting the caption contest. I'm going to think of a prize, maybe a membership, something small. This week I had Judge McNally up. I'm going to put up some of the best ones, and then I'm going to put a poll on which one was the best. So if you want to go check out in the post, it's Judge McNally face. It's a face who could caption the best. Hope you guys have a great night. It's been great. You've been served.